through the cinders and smoke. Swim, 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 swim deep. Love watch over me. Swim, 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 swim deep. Free forever. Swim, 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 swim deep. Love watch over me and you and me. Free, free. And this morning.
Nice. Now that was the debut single, Fading Swim Deep, from singer Ava Carlyle, aged 19. Ava is newly tipped Glasgow-born musician who's set to take the music industry by storm.
And the talent definitely runs in our family. Her father is legendary train-spotting actor Robert Carlyle, who aptly took on the role of director in Ava's music video. Ava, good morning to you and welcome to Ireland AM. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you guys?
We are great. Thank you so much for taking the time to have a chat with us. That single is fantastic. You have a beautiful voice. The video is gorgeous and directed by your dad.
Yeah, thank you so much. It was definitely a great experience doing it, yeah.
So did you approach him about directing the video, or how did that come about? Was that just organic, or did he say, listen, I want to do that for you?
No, I asked him.
You asked him?
Yeah, I was like, please. He was like, of course I'll do it. So yeah.
He can't say no to his daughter, in fairness. What was it like, and we'll talk lots more about your music in a moment, but growing up with Robert Carlyle as your dad, what was that like, Ava?
Oh, well, it was really normal. Like I had no idea about all the I'm in acting and stuff like that. So I don't know. I'd say it was a pretty normal upbringing. Yeah.
And, you know, you were obviously surrounded by music since, you know, as far back as you can remember, because your dad was in a band back in the day. So would it be fair to say that he was the biggest sort of influence in terms of music?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. He got me into like most of the stuff I'm still into, like the Stones and things. So.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
that's sort of what led you to, you know, letting the public hear your music for the first time, because your dad sort of put the guitar in your hand and started teaching you a few chords, but then you decided that you wanted to share your music, but you had reservations about it at first in terms of posting stuff on YouTube. What was behind that?
Yeah, I wanted to do covers on YouTube for so long, like literally since I was like 10 when I first learned guitar. And it was only until like quarantine I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm definitely gonna put it out there. And I was just worried if someone was gonna say like something mean, but I don't know. Not everyone's gonna like it, you know.
Well, it takes courage to press the button and actually go live. So what kind of a response did you get? I mean, your voice is beautiful, Ava.
Thank you so much. Yeah, the response was like absolutely overwhelming. Like the amount of people that loved it was insane. I was so happy, and I am still.
And is that driving you towards a career in music? Because I know you're studying English and you're studying journalism.
Yeah.
So what's the main job? What's the goal?
Oh, you know, music at the moment for me right now is just like, it started as a hobby, but now it seems to be growing a lot. And like to do music as a career would be an absolute dream of mine. So hopefully music will continue and then I'll keep doing what I love.
And
but,
where is home? You're in Vancouver at the moment. Is that where the family are, or are they in Scotland, Ava?
I'm with my family here in Vancouver. We haven't been able to get back home because of COVID.
And COVID, like, you know, it's changed all of our lives forever. But, you know, it's fair to say that COVID kind of was the inspiration to you putting these videos out online because, as you said, you toyed with the idea, but you kind of felt more secure and safe, you know, in lockdown to put them out there.
Yeah, because I didn't have to see anyone. I could just post it and go back to bed.
But you were still opening yourself up, Ava, to, you know, because you put something on YouTube, people can still comment, you know, and people can still be nasty. It can be a dark place.
Yeah, of course, but there's so many lovely comments, so it's just like the response is overwhelmingly nice. So it's nice to it's like I've had a lot of comments where people are like, oh, you've really put a smile on my face and things, and that's like really what made me.
Yeah,
Good.
that the songs
Good.
are resonating with people, which means the world to any
Yeah.
musician, doesn't it? How did the
Yeah,
record deal
exactly.
come about, Ava?
Oh, so Jay from Affleck's Palace, I was a huge fan of his band, and he saw me on YouTube and DM'd me and like was like, I love your music. And I was like, I want to work with you so badly. So that's kind of how it went down.
So what's the deal involved? I mean, have you you know, an album coming out, or what's the plan?
Yeah, so we're trying to work on an EP right now. But because I'm at uni, we're gonna have to balance both doing like my
Of course, because your father will say to you, listen, you can go into the music industry, my darling, but you got to get your education first. Am I right?
Right. Right.
And was acting ever on the radar, Ava? Because obviously, you know, you spent your life watching your dad, you know, going around the world shooting various TV things and film things and becoming one of the most talked about actors of his generation through The Full Monty and through Train Spotting. Was it ever on your radar, or is it on your radar for down the line?
I used to do all the plays at school and do everything like that. I was always in all the acting classes and things, and I still love acting so much, but music is definitely what I'm trying to focus on at the moment.
I can only imagine being one of your schoolmates in a play with you thinking, anybody in tonight? Yeah, just Robert Carlyle.
Yeah, no pressure.
I can imagine the pressure that was on you and your friends thinking in the audience is Robert Carlyle. What was that like, knowing that your dad was watching you?
Well, you know, I wouldn't tell anyone. Like, I would never say like anything about him. So like when we'd put on a play and then everyone would be like, "Did you see who's in the audience?" I'd be like, "Who?" Like, "Oh my God, he's there."
Your
I'm
dad.
Like, oh, that's my dad.
Amazing.
That's brilliant. And what about your dad's reaction to the whole thing? I mean, he must be thrilled for you to be, you know, enjoying that creativity and putting yourself out there doing something you love.
Oh yeah, he's just happy if I'm happy. He's the biggest supporter ever of my music. So.
And when it came to shooting the video, Ava, you know, obviously the song was there. What was the creative discussion about the video like? Did you have an idea of what you wanted to do with the video, or your dad just came in and said, "Listen, this is what we're going to do"? Were there any kind of creative differences, let's say?
No, I had a very set plan of what I wanted to do. I wanted it by the beach. I wanted it all that. So I kind of was like, "This is what's happening."
Yeah, you told him. I love that.
Film it.
I'm the authority on this.
Yeah.
Were you able to go and see the likes of Train Spotting? Because, I mean, they're incredible cult movies, but, you know, they're a hard watch, certainly for a young girl.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the subject matter, I was never really shown them when I was younger, definitely. I didn't even really know he was in anything like that until later on in my life.
Wow, it must be very exciting then to start watching his back catalogue of work.
I know,
because
like, whoa.
yeah, I know, yeah. You're thinking, oh my God, that's my dad.
Right.
Well, listen, you've clearly picked up the creativity gene from your dad. We wish you every success with whatever you choose to do, and no doubt you will be a success at whatever you land on. It was lovely to talk to you, Ava. Now, off to bed. Go to bed.
Thank you so much.
It's late in Vancouver. Thank you, Ava.
Thanks, Ava. A quick reminder.
Thank you for having me.
A pleasure. Ava's debut single, Fading Swim Deep, is available to stream now.
Now, up next, after the break, we're talking fashion over at the Catwalk.